Three World War II veterans return to small-town America to discover that they and their families have been irreparably changed in the 1946 post-war movie, The Best Years of Our Lives.
These are the great personalities who bring a memorable experience to glowing life. Samuel Goldwyn's masterpiece. The screenplay was written by Robert E. Sherwood, Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright of Petrified Forest and Idiot's Delight. From this, William Wyler, who won the Academy Award for his direction of Mrs. Miniver, wove a pattern of motion picture magic.
Now, there's a few things about this film that just scream success. And the big thing is the movie's director, William Wyler, who has done many great movies, such as Ben-Hur, Roman Holiday, Funny Girl, Little Foxes, Dodsworth, Wuthering Heights. And there's something, if you've seen any of those, or at least a couple of those movies, you'll know that, like, no two of them are really the same. And that was just William Wyler. He didn't really have much of, like, in terms of, like, a noticeable style. But that didn't change the fact that he was still, like, one of the great directors of old Hollywood. His participation in the project is, you know, already a testament to, you know, that it has potential. The other is casting. You have Frederick March, who is a two-time Academy Award winner. Second time was in this movie. Fantastic actor. At times, I think he's a little lacking in personality. But I think that's just a hypercritical, you know, criticism. Truly a terrific actor. Myrna Loy, who was considered to be the actress's actress. Truly great, you know, beautiful woman. You have Dana Andrews, who was not necessarily a budding star at the time, because he already did a few great performances, including The Oxbow Incident and Laura. This one certainly would help solidify him as a mainstayer. And Harold Russell, who did not do terribly many projects because he plays a disabled veteran, and he's actually disabled. He did not have green screen back then. They couldn't, you know, hide his arms any other way than, you know, just to hire somebody who didn't have arms. Truly great performance, inspiring role. He won an Academy Award for it. He won another Academy Award to recognize an exceptional performance as a disabled veteran, you know, kind of proving that his disability would not hold him back, kind of thing. I mean, if anything, it kind of helped him, or totally helped him. Regardless, it's a terrific performance. And then, of course, you have Teresa Wright, who is another Academy Award winning actress. She was in such great movies as The Little Foxes, The Pride of the Yankees, and Mrs. Miniver, and just a truly great ensemble cast. You know, there's a lot of other greats that I'm not mentioning. Not to say that, you know, they didn't do exceptional jobs, but you can go on for a long time. But anyway, to talk about the impact of this movie, you know, I mean, I don't know because I wasn't alive back then, but if Vietnam's post-war, anti-war film was The Deer Hunter, World War II's was The Best Years of Our Lives. It truly captured almost like a historical testimonial of the way that soldiers felt upon returning, you know, just changed, you know. The story focuses on, like, the three stories of the three veterans, Frederick March's, Dana Andrews, and Harold Russell's stories. And they're unique stories because you got Harold Russell, who's kind of like the kid, you know, he's still a young kid. Lost his arms and is just kind of like trying to live a normal life, but, you know, it's you know, not being affected by his loss, and, you know, just very powerful stuff that you see, and, you know, you can imagine, like, being in his shoes, and it's just, you know, it's kind of, it's really, it's real, you know, it really hits you. Dana Andrews, who's, you know, still young, but you know, he's got a wife, you know, he's got responsibilities, jobs to get, and just finds that, you know, it's not so easy to you know, come home and find work, you know, even for a veteran, you know. He had high plans for himself to make it big, you know, get a good job, but, you know, it would seem that it's not so easy. And then there's Frederick March's character, who is, you know, the father who's, you know, kind of over the hill, father of two kids, you know, he's got a job at the bank, you know, pretty substantial career job, but it's kind of like doesn't recognize who he is, or, you know, at times, like, kind of out of touch with his family life as well, which, you know, again, like, more really powerful and kind of things that you know that makes you look at war as, you know, it's like not really something to be trifled with. You know, it really leaves a tremendous effect and on its soldiers. You know, it's something that they live with the rest of their lives. It's just a great capturing of that kind of testimony of it, where, you know, it's like these are common people. This could be you and me. You know, kind of deal. And, you know, it's the same with The Deer Hunter, and you know, if you have seen The Deer Hunter, which I have reviewed in the past, it's again, like a truly terrific testimonial of normal people who have experienced war and have been so affected by it. So, you know, both are very important to watch in terms of, you know, America's after effect of post-war. One more thing that I want to mention before I wrap up, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I want you to be able to experience it without, you know, being told. There's a scene when Frederick March comes home, and it's in the beginning of the movie, and Myrna Loy, who plays his wife, and just like I won't go into specifics, but watch out for that scene because it's so beautiful. It's truly you know, I think that scene in itself makes it almost a love story, because other than that, you know, you look at it as like there's not terribly too much romance in it. Well, I mean, there is, but it's not like the mushy kind. It's kind of just like the kind of overcoming conflict to make things work kind of thing. And you know, each of the characters struggles with their, you know, either their marriage or their relationships with their significant others. But it's just a whole lot that it carries. It's a, you know, it's a 2-hour and 49-minute movie. It's a little bit lengthy, but if you have the time and you have the patience and you truly watch it and you're a fan of cinema, there's no reason why you shouldn't like this movie. It's a truly, truly great American movie that really captures the, you know, at least a time period of America's culture. So let me know what you thought of The Best Years of Our Lives. I'd really like to know your thoughts in the comparison of The Best Years of Our Lives and The Deer Hunter. So let me know what you think, and that's pretty much it.